I remember when we were you wanted to like move down to my house in England, right? And at
Yes.
that point, you're still obese, and your hair was still like really long. But I was doing some
Yeah.
holidays, and I was taking my skateboard up, and we're trying to do some skateboarding, right? And you started doing some like research on can fat skateboarders exist, you know?
Oh yeah. I remember looking that up.
That was hardcore, man. Like
I
seeing that, you know?
it's more like yes they can, and then me not realizing it's like, oh, because they've been doing it since they were kids. Like they're skateboarding kids that got fat. When you try, this is an example of like you don't realize how much harder it is to do when you're fat. Like, God, I don't know how I'm gonna film this. Woo. See that roll? It's beautiful, isn't it? Anyway, it's good for learning a move. Leaning on my left leg like crazy, like you're telling me to. Oh shit. So, proof that it's me. Oh, I'm real sweaty. I wonder if I'm glistening. Am I glistening? I'll find out when I watch it. I might just cut this out. Okay, bye, babes. To start it that way is so much harder than it would have been if I was like starting right now.
Yeah. I mean, starting skateboarding is already hard. To get like, you hit like a brick wall for me anyway
Yeah,
on difficulty level. Like, all right, you can go down the street, fair enough. Oh, you can go fast, but can you go down a hill, right? Can you go down the
yeah.
motherfucking hill? And what happens if you bail? And then one day we decided to do that. 2 weeks after you moved down,
Yeah,
it's like we had all these
yeah.
plans.
It's
Like
crazy. It was 2 weeks. It was so soon after I moved down.
we had plans of like
Partly
to
because,
work out. We're gonna work out. We're gonna do all this stuff, right? Sorry, carry on.
and then no, and that's it. And that's the thing. Like, maybe if I hadn't been 16 stone, I wouldn't have broken my collarbone getting off the skateboard. Uh, but it's just,
Well,
you hit the ground really hard, so hard,
you decided to,
and
there's where we're living. There was some massive hills that go down to the sea, and I decided to
yeah, to the
get
beach. Yeah,
on the skateboard and stand up and go down. But I'd already been skateboarding for like I don't know 3 months or something like that, and I was like,
mm,
no,
no.
no. I decided to go down in my ass. Right, it was like nighttime, and I get to the bottom. I see you at the top, and I'm like, no, don't do it. And I just
And
see you come
I
down,
believe,
dude.
I'm like, I've been having a good time all the time for the last like 3 years. Like, why would this not work?
You broke your clavicle, man. You broke it like a
Yes, my collarbone.
full fucking break. And the thing is, if you're already obese, right, and then you get such a savage thing that stops you from really doing anything, like all you could do is like play the games like that, right? Um, that's like
Progress
that's
back
like the
into it.
perfect excuse. That's the perfect excuse to stay that like that forever. Now it's like, oh, I broke it. I can't do anything, right? But dude, it was only like
Yeah.
4 months. It was only 4 or 5 months later until you started really wanting to fucking fight, man. Like it's insane, you know? It's insane.
As soon as it healed, and then I don't know how soon after I took my I forgot what you call it. It's not a
The
cast. What's it
sling,
called? A sling.
the sling. When we tried to go to the water park and you were going down the slide so much faster than everyone else because you weighed so much more. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah. See, there are bonuses to being that way. Sometimes shit's more fun.
Fuck.
Um, way better swimmer. Fucking, I was swimming one armed
It
out, I don't know, out to the buoy, like, I don't know, 200 meters out. And I don't think I could have done that, like, when we're talking about later, when I'm fucking sinking under the ground. But like when I'm a little like porpoise, it's fine. I can do it one arm.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, but of course you feel like you go to the beach, you feel like a beach whale. Crazy scene. Scene. I remember at that water park. You got the guy like taking pictures as we're getting out of the thing, and I remember you saw your picture at the end, and you were like, "Oh, dude, I look grown up. I look like I've got a man's structure now." And I remember seeing myself, and I was like, "Dude, I'm a blob."
Dude, no, I
Uh,
remember that. I remember that, dude. I saw myself and said, "Oh, I look like a man now." But what I really meant is, wow, I've been building up a dad bod. And that's what was actually happening, you know,
building
because
that bob. What do you mean?
I was building up a fucking dad bod, the fat. There was like, for my body, I developed this horrible skinny fat thing that happened so quick from, you know, low muscle mass sort of thing, being skinny my whole life, and then you gain weight. It looks horrible. It's like some people look good with more weight on, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not that person. So I see
No.
that picture like, holy shit, like I look like a fucking man. I got the beard and I'm like, dude, when I look back on that now, all I see is like neck beard, on the way to be like fat gamer. That's what it looked like, you know. I'm a fucking dad already. I was only like 24, 23, or
Yeah,
some shit like that. Yeah,
you're
23.
younger.
I think I was 23, man. So pretty fucking nuts. Um, and yeah, I didn't like that. But obviously for you, like, but were you surprised when you saw that picture on the theme park,
I mean, yeah,
on the water park?
yeah, yeah, but no. It's like I don't know. It's like I don't know what it is. It's a strange mindset where like you kind of have to accept. I I don't know. Like I knew I was fat, so like it's not surprising that I look like that at all. But you see that you're like, oh, that's a bummer, but I'm not gonna fix it today. And I think that's not the mindset. The mindset is like I broke my clavicle. I could have been doing squats every day. It's fine. I could have been doing some the whole time. I could have been doing something, but I just wasn't because I was comfortable not doing anything and nothing was fun. And by this point, I'm finding like I did get to a point where I found like lifting weights like boring
Yeah.
because it's just you lift it, you count to this number, and it's like all right, fine. Whereas when 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 I healed, I mean when you find primal is different every single day.
You don't know if you're gonna
Oh my god,
die or if you're gonna, just get a broken nose. Like, don't know which one today.
you don't know. You're like maybe I'll kill someone. Like maybe another white belt, might be myself. Like, exciting.
Maybe we will have another
Um,
freak out, ambulance getting called.
that yeah. I don't know. I've been fat for so long. By that point, by the time we're 20, but if we're 23, then I've been fat for 4 years, which is like, well, that's most of my like post 18 like adulthood. Like I'm an adult, and for most of it, I've been obese. Most of my childhood, I was obese. It's kind of like it was almost like where it like felt inevitable. It was the way I was raised, I guess.
But then, like, where you are now, right? Not obese, in good shape, right?
Yeah.
How the fuck would you get there if that whole time you've had all this shit, right? Getting fed a lot and you gotta be a big strong boy, right?
It's I think it was the right addiction. Where as opposed to eating cheesecake and watching fucking cartoons every day, it was like, oh, I'll go to Primal. I'll okay. So we mentioned like ages ago how we did boxing like earlier on, because that was an interest. Fighting's and it's been an interest of mine for ages, and I always did like just martial arts because my mom and my dad's never wanted to let my mom didn't want me to do boxing or anything, any sort of like thing that she deemed like serious or dangerous, which is why I was always doing like martial arts. Like I did karate, I did taekwondo, did I do kung fu? I don't know. I did these things for like a few months and then I dropped them. I did judo for that however many years. I don't know why I stuck with it because judo is kind of fun. I still like judo, and obviously
And you even did some competition stuff. I remember that.
yeah, that was my first competition stuff. I weighing in at like 94 kilos for one, because they stick the weight on the back of your like judo license.
And you were fighting Connell, not Conor McGregor, but Connell McGregor. What the fuck?
Conor McGregor. Yeah, he was buff Sal. He's my age, and he could lift me up like over his head. He did that once. Instead of like doing a judo throw, he just like picked me up, put me over his shoulder, and then just placed me down. I was like, okay.
Dude, he was beyond so many people in that school. If you really think about it, holy shit, like he was like a fully grown man. He was like a fully grown man, like and
dude, the deepest voice. Laugh like a caveman. That guy matured complete opposite way I did.
You heard the man. You can do it. It's gotta keep consistency. Gotta find a reason why. Gotta find other things to go into together, put it together, and you can be not obese anymore.